Everyone loves chocolate. 3 million tons of it are consumed every year, half of it in Europe. But the success of chocolate has a dark side. While first world kids are enjoying the sweet taste, reality is rather different for Africa's children. According to a wide range of organizations, the chocolate industry is accused of covering up the trafficking of children and the use of child labor on the cocoa plantations. We have decided to investigate these allegations. But the truth can be dangerous. We will go undercover with hidden cameras and assumed identities. Is it true that young children work as slaves in the chocolate industry? We are going to West Africa. Our first stop is Mali. Children are said to be smuggled from Mali to the cocoa plantations on the Ivory Coast. This is trafficking. Yushao says the children are bused to the border town of Segwa, and from there they are smuggled across the border. We want to know more about the operation.
This is the girl, you know, that was they took out of the bus now.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Segu is a village 450 kilometers away from this bus station.
But why is she here?
Musoi, I am Mufe Kibita Musoro, Cote d'Ivoire.
According to Kibita Wasrai.
Etunagla Kibita Warsoro.
The girl says she's 12, but Yushao thinks she's younger. She was promised work in Bouquet, an area with many cocoa plantations. In Abidjan, we meet Ange Aboa. He's a journalist for Reuters and has studied the industry for years. He describes the route from a random cocoa plantation to the chocolate manufacturer. It all starts at a cocoa plantation. The cocoa pods are harvested and the beans are dried in the sun. Then the cocoa beans are bought by intermediaries at €1 a kilo. They sell them to national exporters. The beans are then washed, packed and sold. Now the price is €2.50 a kilo. From the stock exchange, the cocoa is sold on to the chocolate companies. The companies turn them into cocoa powder or cocoa butter. The chocolate manufacturers make chocolate. A kilo of cocoa at €1 for the farmer becomes 40 chocolate bars. Our research has raised interest at the highest Ivorian government levels. We're invited to meet the man officially in charge of the fight against child trafficking. He is the president's right-hand man and has asked for a meeting because he has heard about our investigation.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello, how are you?
Hi, thank you, and you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What are you doing down here?
Documentary about the cocoa business and about the problems which has been in the cocoa sector.
Which problem? Which one? Which one?
Which one? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The children who is...
the child labor?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
but you know about the problem?
It's not a problem. It's not a problem.
But,
because, I mean, we know what's happening, so
yes.
we know how to deal with it,
yes.
so it's no more a problem. Let's go to my office.
Yes,
and then
thank you.
Monsieur.
It's more comfortable to sit down. I went to the northern part of Ivory Coast, the borders up next to Sigua. The traffickers just, take the children and go through the back road.
But honestly, between you and me, okay, the cocoa crop, starts in October and finish in March. So if you see people coming in July, September, October, it's not for cocoa. There's no cocoa around, so it's not a work in the cocoa farms. What is it about? I mean, there's people here, Côte d'Ivoire. It's like, for those countries, when they're on vacation, they come. There's what we say in French, colonie de vacances. They're coming in Côte d'Ivoire to have. Côte d'Ivoire is like we are foreign. We want to go to France. We want to go to United States to spend. For vacation. Okay, they're coming for vacation. But you see a bus with 20 kids. Oh, they're going to work in a farm. But in September, in July, August, September, what they're gonna do? There's no thing to do.
What about in April?
In April, that's different.
Yeah, but I saw it in April, actually.
In April, that's the only thing. That's the one thing we stop in April. People they will try to do it. But what you have to understand is that even if people try to do it, there is the law against, we've got the law, trafficking, child labor, everything. It's against Ivory Coast law. It's against.
Did you want to go to work in the cocoa plantation?
Ni bana kiti baraka drogi bugo. So ni sumala talife. Ni ki bugo.
An kun ka ca kungo kɔnɔ dole nana boli o togoro nɔ ko b'o minɛ an tɔ fɛnɛ an bolila an ka kɛ si kungo kɔnɔ an n'a si dole ka kɔ foro kɔnɔ ale fɛnɛ nana ye k'an ɲininka an togow fa fɛ fɛnɛ an don mɔbili kɔnɔ k'an bila ka na.
The use of child labor in the cocoa industry is prevalent. This is in spite of the international chocolate manufacturers in 2001 having signed a protocol to the contrary. Now we're heading to Geneva in Switzerland. We want to show our film to ILO, a part of the United Nations. ILO is fighting illegal child labor and trafficking on an international basis.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Mickey Mistrati.
Frank Hageman.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel about that?
It's very sad. It's very sad to see, I must say. It's a very, it's often, I personally, I've been working in the area of programs and policies against child labor for some 13 years now. But every time you see something like this, it serves as a shocking reminder, I must say. And often enough, I have to add, perhaps, it's a feeling of helplessness which overcomes you when you see something like that. It's a very dangerous work kids do in these plantations. It's not only the machetes, but they often carry heavy loads. We see that they're often exposed to pesticides. When you work with pesticides, the effects will only come out in 20 or 30 years.
Yeah. Does the protocol work, in your opinion?
I think we have seen some progress in the area. The topic has been kept in the international debate. Governments have been sensitized, and some knowledge has been put on the table. But in terms of real change we have seen relatively little so far. If you asked me now, well, how many kids do actually work in cocoa plantations in Cote d'Ivoire and Ghana, I wouldn't be able to give you an exact figure.
And we therefore don't have direct control over cocoa farming and labor practices. The industry will not accept responsibility for these conditions. We won't give up. We will make an extra effort to make Nestlé, the largest food company, see our film. They have a world market share of 12% and have been present in the Ivory Coast for more than 50 years. They must know about the problems with trafficking and child labor. Nestlé will now get a chance to see how most of their cocoa is grown.
According to international labor laws, this is strictly forbidden. But it is also the opposite of what Sam Cacao and the other chocolate companies have promised to consumers. That child labor must not occur in the chocolate industry. In 2008 and 2009, he rescued over 150 children. His list includes children aged 7, children from Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger.
Les 105 enfants, nous l'avons remis à la structure chargée de l'adoption des enfants. Alors, quoi son nom? Hein?